Okay, so now we're going to do the debrief. For the debrief, to explain it, I'm going to use these sample GenderMag forms to walk you through how we do it. So step one would be counting up all the number of questions you answered throughout this session. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions answered. So at the bottom here, I'm going to write total number of questions answered, 5. The next thing we want to do is count the number of questions we answered maybe or no to. So here we have 1 maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 questions we answered maybe and no to. Next, we want to count up the number of questions we answered maybe or no to with a facet attached to it. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case, all of our maybe and no answers have a facet attached to it, but there can be cases where your maybe or no answer can have none of the above attached to it, and that would provide a distinction between maybe and no with a facet attached to it. Now that we have all of our totals, we see that we have 4 maybe and no answers with a facet attached to a total of 5 questions, and we set that up as a ratio, and we get 80%. So 80% of the features we looked at have some sort of gender bias or gender inclusivity bug related to them. If we had a maybe, when we counted up all the maybes and no's, if that was a different number, that would indicate the number of total usability bugs unrelated to gender. So now it's your turn to do the same. Count up the total number of questions you answered, and then the maybes and no's, and then maybes and no's with a facet attached. Try to calculate the gender bias percentage by setting up that ratio. And usually what we would, someone running this session, what they would try to do is after they found their percentage, they would discuss possible solutions with a team, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to decrease that percent bias over time.